Well, good afternoon to you again. Get long for the weekend, go to it. We have it in, well, it's a bit cooler now. A few showers don't hurt, do it, really. Let's see, we're able to sleep, but I hope everybody's all right. Had a nice weekend. And just stay safe. That's all I can say, really. Now, this year one is called Tonto. And then I'm going to do a little poem by David Prowse again. Have you done it yet? Found him, have he? Mother kept saying to me, "Guss on with you, mother," I replied under my breath, just 'cause I was looking out of the window to see what 'twas weather like. Mother was asking if I found my bestest trousers yet, 'cause we were going to see Aunt Lil and Uncle Ted today. Then I seed 'em, all rolled up in a ball, they trousers was. I says I to myself, better go get 'em, for mother give me a clout round the ear. I didn't want to go see Aunt and Uncle really. Anyhow, putting on my trousers, well, looked like a bag of wrinkled prunes. Only thing I could think of was put on my long willy boots, which came up to my knees, slung on my old duffel coat from under the spence. Mother used that coat for the dog blanket every night. I was singing to myself that I now look bram handsome. I asked mother how far 'tis to Auntie Lil's. "Oh, better hop, skip and a jump," said she. I was flummoxed, I tell 'ee. Anyhow, off we go, mother and father on the tandem, myself running alongside of 'em. Of course, my welly boots slowed me down a bit, but I love trying to beat 'em. I catch 'em up going up Dranick Lane, but they passed me going down Gwithian. Aunt Lil and Uncle Ted and the family lived up the Towans, up near the Jam Pot Cafe. My father always took up a bag of logs for 'em, 'cause he thought with such a large family they could afford much, and he did not like to see the children suffer. The chalet was only 2 bedrooms, so with 12 children, those that couldn't get into one bedroom at night had to sleep in hammocks, slung up in the front room. One even had to sleep under the spence. Whoever got into the hammocks first slept near the fire. See, for the other bedroom was for aunt and uncle with a new child. I thought to myself, instead of buying logs for 'em, how about getting them a television? I couldn't remember all my cousins' names, but I did remember Decky, Reckless, Sponge and Compo. Aunt seemed a little sad talking about Decky. Said something about he was took out the oven before he was baked. He didn't look cooked to me. I didn't know what she meant. Then there was Reckless, both arms in plaster from his latest incursion when trying to empty the outside toilet bucket. You don't want to know the best about that. Now I asked Aunt why the other one's called Sponge. Well, says she, since he was a little tacker, there was a problem when he wanted to go for a wee. Seems to me he had to go whenever he was. So Aunt always carried a large sponge in her handbag in case of accidents. Compo really was the last of the summer wine. Woolly hat and woolly boots. He kept ferrets 'cause he liked hunting, catching rabbits to help feed the family. My mother did not like ferrets, smelly things, she would say. Compo came into the chalet to show mother and father his new ferret called Tonto. Soon as he came through the door, Tonto went on the floor. Mother started hollering and tried to get into a hammock. Over and over she went. Tonto took hold of her skirt, started pulling and going further up her leg. Mother was in some tiz was, hollering louder, screeching like a whitnick. She pulled down 3 hammocks. By this time, exhausted, she fell to the floor. The ferret had stopped moving. Everybody else in the room was laughing. Mother was not amused. Father said, "Do you know what day 'tis, mother?" "No," she replied. "Well, 'tis April 1st, Fool's Day." We all knowed you didn't like ferrets. Tonto here is remote control. Turning off, Compo. After all the excitement, Auntie said, "I do believe 'tis time for a cup of tea and some heavy cake by the fire." Now this here one is called Cold Comfort. "It's getting colder," Jan remarked. "I can feel it in my bones. My feet are always first to towel. They're like the piper stones. Poor Ada gets the worst of it, 'cause when we goes to bed, she'd a mutter about the concrete blocks I'd a push against her leg. I tried all sorts down through the years from things that I'd been told. You can get these fancy thermals, but they're dearer, boy, than gold. Then Willie John said, 'Do like me when the chill of winter bites. The best thing on the lot, my son, is a pair of woman's tights.' So I went and asked my Ada. Of course she had to make me squirm. 'Well, Jan Travaska,' she replied, I believe you're on the turn. You better take your fancy from the airon cupboard shelf, but if you want them black and sexy, you can buy them for yourself. Next morning pulling turnips and the wind was like a knife, but my legs and feet were cosy thanks to my beloved wife. You're chirpy, Jan, said Henry. How's your darling Ada May? She's fine, I said, and feeling extra close to me today. Perhaps Henry's horse was listening. He decided to be cute and bolted with the turnip cart and me in hot pursuit. Well, as he done a race and turn, I heard the tailgate crack and 50,000 turnips came a-flying out of the back. Oh, my foot, oh, my leg, I was in some sorry state. The boys ran round and hiked me up, but I couldn't take my weight. Each time I tried to stand up straight, the pain was getting worse. So we hobbled down along the road to see the district nurse. The next thing I remember, I was on this big settee. Nurse Florence Penalula was there fiddling with my knee. I better take a look, she said, while grinning through her teeth, and suddenly recalled what I was wearing underneath. As I lashed around and struggled, she said, "Come on, don't be shy." And as she whipped away my trousers in the blinking of an eye. Then silence while I waited for a giggle or a scream, but Florence Penalula wasn't nowhere to be seen. Then her voice off in the corner said, "I'm writing up my notes, in case of complications and the need for antidotes. Though I feel this diagnosis should be written up in lights, minor bruising round your ankles and a ladder in your tights." Thank you very much.